Here's some pictures I took of the Matrimindir from the gate as I was walking by. Here's the front of Serendipity Guest House where you enter. And remember, every rose does have its thorns. Well, I'm off to go to financial services to load my Aurocard. I got an Aurocard from Serendipity Guest House while staying there. You can put money on it and use it as a form of payment. It's not accepted everywhere, but they use it to move towards a cashless society. Then I'm going to go rent my e-bike if they have it available. I've been having the hardest time getting my reservation to go through online this morning, but we'll see what we can do. And I'm also interested in getting some food, getting a little hungry, so I might stop by the Solar Kitchen. Having an Aurocard was handy because some places don't take cash and only take Aurocard, like Kinisi, the bike rental place. I'm right near staying at Serendipity, which is that way. So I've got about a 1.3 kilometer walk to financial services. This guest house is pretty well located, centralized to the things where I need to go. So in a way I kind of got lucky with that, or maybe I was guided intuitively to select this guest house, in which, yeah, the Solar Kitchen is probably important to be nearby. It's one of the sources of food. I heard it's about 100 rupees per day, but you do need money on your Aurocard. So I'm gonna go load that up, and once I eat there, I'll let you guys know how that is, and there's other places to go too. So for now, I've got to go use my GPS so I know where I'm going. A lot of places have the cattle grates, so the cows can't come in to the pretty yards. And looks like we're here at the office trying to find financial services. Just got done at financial services where I loaded my Aurocard, and I made it just in time. They're about to close for lunch in 10 minutes. It's in this office building. It's pretty beautiful here. Oh yeah, look at that. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to the e-bicycle rental service. Go out this way, and she said to the right. So yeah, on my way. Oh, look at that. It's 800 meters from financial services to Kinisi, which isn't very far unless you're trying to beat the clock. Headed to the e-bike rental. They might be closing for lunch really soon, so I gotta hurry. We made it to the Kinisi e-bicycle services just in time, and they've got different e-bikes here. They give a little test. They've got their shop where they can work on the bikes. Seems to be pretty good service.
Say hi.
Yes, hello. And you work here?
I work
Yes. How do you like it?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm here from 2 years.
2 years. Great service, huh?
Thanks.
Probably everybody comes to get the bikes, huh?
A lot, yes.
Yeah.
You are here, she's there.
Yeah. We're all here. What's your name?
My name is Santosh.
Santosh.
This is for
YouTube?
oh,
Yeah, very small channel so far, but we're growing and just
Nice.
documenting all kinds of stuff. So
Okay.
right now I'm in travels in India. So.
all right, all the best.
Yes, thank you. And this is the guy who's helping me out in the office. And what was your name?
I'm Jaipriyan.
Jaipriyan
I'm from Auroville.
from Auroville. Very nice.
And nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you very much for helping me out today. If you had to, do you have any advice for any viewers about Kinisi and your services?
So Kinisi is we focus on only in e-cycles. So this has been for 4 years here, and then we crossed around 500 cycles, and we were achieving a lot.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Yeah, it seems like a very good service because Auroville's big, so
Yes.
having the like a sustainable method of transportation is kind of big, and without fully driving a motorcycle or anything, or taking the taxis.
Without using petrol.
Yes, yes. So no petroleum. And
Great way to transportation.
do you guys charge it from solar power?
Not yet, but we are using our lithium batteries for charging. So we're not using lead acids. We're using lithium batteries for
50-50, using in the solar power always in the daytime in the solar power, nighttime only grid.
In the nighttime?
Nighttime only grid. Nighttime is doesn't have solar power.
Yeah, but in the
Battery
daytime.
is keeping in the battery. That battery is sometimes charging in the battery. Battery is empty. Always depending on the grid.
Okay, yeah, because at nighttime the sun's not out, but that's great. So we're helping the environment and helping the people. Yeah, thank you guys. My experience with Kinisi E-Services was very pleasant. I left them a good review on Google. I enjoyed my e-bike, and you can see here on their sign their efforts towards sustainability with their eco. I just got my e-bicycle rental number 505. Here's the charger. It's got the plug and a magnetic socket where it plugs into right there. We can get about 25 kilometers on a full charge and using the control here. Let's go ahead and take her for a spin. Kickstand. So to get started, you just pedal and push the on button. Push the on button there, long press. And then once you pedal, it'll propel you. Depending on your speed, we can select the speed there. Low, medium, and high. All right, we're on our way. Remember in India to stay on the left side of the road. And we are off to lunch. This thing's hauling pretty good. Give it a couple pedals. And can't remember what he said the maximum kilometers per hour was, but this is a lot better than walking, and it's going to be a lot cheaper than taking cabs or autos. For 230 rupees per day, I'm definitely going to get my money's worth out of this as I travel all around Auroville. I just arrived at the Auroville Visitor Center, where I heard there is a cafeteria. We're going to go ahead and get some lunch here. Auroville Visitor Center. Yes, very nice. And there's a cafe back there. There's a few things to do in the visitor center, like the shops, the 2 places to eat, and the video room that shows Auroville videos. Map. You can hear the wind chimes that somebody made and see the decorations somebody made out of old recycled CDs. We're arriving here at the cafeteria inside the Auroville Visitor Center. Looks like they've got a cafe with 2 menus and Korean dishes over here. A couple of vegan options. We'll go ahead and go inside and get some food. The menu here was pretty good. It wasn't that cheap compared to other places in India, but for the US dollar it was cheap. I decided to get the zucchini tart. It was vegan with a salad. The dressing was amazing. This dish was a lot better than I thought. It took me a minute to figure out how to order. I thought maybe you go up to the counter and place your order, but you just sit down and kind of flag down a waiter. They don't necessarily come over to you. Here's the video room and the museum about the Matrimindir. You can read all about it, see pictures, and see a cross-sectional cut here where you can look at the meditation area built inside. We weren't able to go in there due to COVID, but they were giving out free tours at this time, so the guy here at the desk handed out a free ticket. Matrimindir is Sanskrit for Temple of the Mother. It's not associated with any particular religion. The construction was started in February of 1971, and it has gold-plated reflective panels on the outside that make it look really pretty in the sun. It took 37 years to complete construction of this geodesic dome, which inside contains the largest optically perfect glass globe in the world. The 12 petals around the dome stand for significant spiritual qualities and are color-coded. I just got a free pass for the Matrimindir viewing point. We go this way. Be prepared for a decent walk from here, although there's beautiful scenery, like this tree wrapping around another tree, and this great big tree which is rooting out of the branches. It was definitely a destination to take pictures. Along the walk, you can also see these other beautiful landscaping opportunities. There's a decent amount of walking to get from the visitor center to Matrimindir. And considering I only have my sandals for these 7 days in Auroville, It could have been a good idea to actually bring shoes, even though I was packing light. Maybe I should have wore shoes. I've done quite a bit of walking. Starting to get a little blister there. After what felt like a mile walk, or 1.6 kilometers, you get to the viewing point where you can finally see the dome. Wow. Look at the gold. So shiny in the reflection of the sun. I took several pictures and asked some stand by to take some pictures of me. Here I am. I'm not sure if he get the best angle there, but his friends helped him out. And eventually we got a pretty decent pic here. Instead of walk all the way back, I noticed there was a bus stop just past this large tree. Wow, what a tree. So I decided to wait at the bus stop instead of walking all the way back to the visitor center. My e-bike was parked at the visitor center, and it saved me a lot of energy. Just before the viewing point, there was a little well with some lotus flowers growing out of it. Ah. Local goats. After leaving Matrimindir, I saw there was a Kali temple on the map, so I decided to stop by. I did not know how to participate in the worship, so I just viewed. It looks like there's some citrus put on these tridents here, and there's different places where you can burn incense and ring bells and do the different things of the Hindu tradition. Here in the beginning, there was a giant structure with lights. I imagine at night that would be beautiful. And you can see some bright colored things here, which I don't know exactly what they are, but of course could do more research to figure this out. I just didn't know at the time. I decided to go to the solar kitchen for dinner, and I had some time to kill. I was just driving my bike around and stumbled across a playground and found a game of pickup volleyball. I asked to play and they let me play. Then I asked if I could record. In this quick 3-minute video, I got 2 hits and a block in. This guy in the pink shirt was super good. You can see him hit the ball here. It was so awesome to get some exercise in a game that I usually play back home. Everybody was really skilled, and they were super friendly, letting me play. There was a couple other foreigners playing with us as well. They didn't rotate like how we do, and they had the same person keep serving for the whole game. We switched sides after the game was won. I was on the winning team. The court was sand and I was playing with no shoes. It was not enclosed, so if somebody hit the ball really hard, another player would have to go running after it. You can really feel the sense of community here in Auroville, as everybody's friendly and honest. I never had to lock up my bike, and I've never heard of any theft, although at the guest house they did have a sign that said to lock up your valuables because there had been theft in the past. They set me great. Here comes my hit. Ooh, lefty. I was playing on the right side, so I was using my left hand to hit. For the most part, everybody that I met in Auroville in India seemed to be in pretty good spirits and seemed to be pretty healthy. There was also basketball and tennis at this park. Here comes my first block. There were tons of kids here playing, and we played until it got dark. Then it was time for me to go eat dinner. I decided to go to the solar kitchen, and I had the thali plate. Thali plate just means it's a combination of the different foods that the kitchen cooks for that day, so they decide what's in your plate for you. But they will list the items so you know what you're getting before you purchase it. The thali plate is a cheap way to get a meal because it's mass cooked for many people at once. And they're very inexpensive, especially when thinking about it in the US dollars. I'm glad I wasn't playing defense against the guy in the pink shirt. Wow, imagine getting hit by that ball. This is the meal I got from the solar kitchen. I really like those rice noodle thingies that you dip in the different curries. And to close out this video, I just wanted to say I had an absolute amazing time on my first day. Welcome to Auroville. Peace.